This weekend on
Jay and Joey. Does Joey having ADHD make you feel any different about him? And the answer to that... Hey everyone, I'm Jay.
I'm Joey.
And together we are Jay and Joey. So we just want to thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. We currently sit at 237 subscribers. We're growing every day. Today we're going to get a little personal with you guys. Usually we're always running around, we're doing funny skits.
You're pretty, doing everything.
Joey actually came up with the idea of doing a video about
me and my daily life of how I have ADHD. I do. Jay knows that, but a lot of people, to be honest, wouldn't know.
So we came up with a few questions, and
Yes.
we're just gonna, talk about Joey's ADHD, and hopefully maybe we could even help someone out there who has it and has questions, or dating someone. I'm gonna answer a few questions about dating someone who has it, and like I said, we just want to help and kind of get information out there.
Yeah.
So let's start with, what is ADHD?
ADHD, and the long technical term for it is it's attention deficit hypoactivity disorder. It's somebody who's always like you have trouble concentrating, you have your ups and downs, not to be confused with bipolar, because that's not what it is. You're really happy one day, next day like annoyed, and it's a lot goes into diagnosing with ADHD. I had it since I was younger, so
that kind of goes into the second question.
Yeah.
When were you diagnosed, and how was it having ADHD as a kid?
At a young age I was diagnosed. I was pretty much in school and I just couldn't focus. I was in speech, I had counseling. It just, as a young kid, it took a toll on me. It did. Making friends, it was a little hard because I felt different.
Were you bullied?
No, yes,
Yeah.
I was, but eventually I learned, and throughout the years, eventually down the line, I said, you know what? I have to be who I am. I can't hide it. It's not going away. So eventually, I just embraced it, and then, yeah.
How do you handle having ADHD as an adult, and any advice?
As an adult, you tend to know more of the signs that are your ups and downs, what you like, what you can focus more in, and you tend to get a more understanding of what it is. ADHD, it's hard to focus. That's why, personally, I did try going to college. I didn't think it was for me because I can't focus. I really can't focus. If I find something that's very boring or not stimulating, I lose interest. That's why doing this channel with Jay here, I literally am doing something that I love.
And he kind of had to come out of his shell.
I came out of my shell, and I think now
him.
I'm coming out of my shell because I'm doing what I love. And I'm focused, I'm happy, I love doing Jay and Joey. So, yes, we're the best partner ever, so what can I do?
We'll get him on video later, the best partner ever.
Yeah, yes. Oh, you be quiet.
This question's for me. How's it like to date someone with ADHD? Some days it's a little more daunting than others. It takes patience. You have to remember that the person that you're dating who has ADHD is not doing what they're doing on purpose. They're not doing it to make you angry. They're not doing it to make you upset. That they really just have a disorder where they can't pay attention. And we have plenty of examples where I give Joey something to do on our site, and he just goes off course.
It's true, I do go
and
off
it takes me going, Joey, a bunch of times, and telling him, and it's not me being mean, it's not him being mean, it's just, eventually we get Joey back on track, and then he does amazing work. And like I said, most of the time he surprises me, and I'm like, wow, like when he's able to pay attention, he does amazing work, comes up with amazing ideas, and like I said, I would never have a different partner than him.
When it comes back to the creativity and everything, it is true. I do have a creative mind. I know how to get things done with my mind to it. It's not that I don't want to do it, but like I said, if I'm not interested in it, I don't.
It's hard.
It's hard for me to focus. I have to do something I'm interested in.
Let's go with how is ADHD treated, and how, like you mentioned a little bit to me when you treated like when you were a kid and you didn't like it.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about that.
Well, ADHD is treated mostly like with speech, therapy, meds. With me, it was more like meds, which I had at a young age. By young teens, I stopped taking it because I wasn't like.
What were you feeling on those meds that you
It's
didn't
very.
like?
I just didn't like the effect of it.
Like what was it? Like
More anxiety, more like thoughts like this and because I just didn't.
yeah.
The meds I stopped taking, I felt more comfortable with myself because I said, you know what, it is who it is. I need to learn to control it myself. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I personally did not want a med to run my life, even though some people need meds to run their life.
Yeah.
I said I don't need that. I need to like live my life and just say, you know what, I have this. I'm not going to let it not affect me, but let me stop me from living my potential full life because I have this. I feel like everyone has some kind of.
Oh yeah.
Disorder.
Everyone has a little
But it's
something.
like, and unless you know how to handle it, then
yeah.
you're good.
Okay, so this one's from me. Did you notice Joey's ADHD when you first started dating? I would say I didn't notice the first or second date or anything, but as we got closer and closer, I noticed more his OCD than his ADHD. And the more and more we got involved with Jay and Joey, I noticed his ADHD with just giving him tasks and stuff like that. But it's always the OCD that always just sticks out more to me.
It's true because even though I'm not technically diagnosed with OCD, I would never.
You guys see on the video.
I don't think I have OCD. I don't like things.
We even have bloopers of you
I like
fixing
everything.
the bed.
I like everything neat. It's just how I am.
Yeah.
I like everything neat and organized. I just don't like a big jumble fuck. I don't like. Hashtag jumble fuck. Jumble fuck.
How does a person with ADHD think? Like, what I want to know, like, what goes on in your brain? Kind of give like, what's going on there? Because I know you're always at 150%.
I think
You're always on the next task.
It doesn't know when to like. I personally feel like with me, it doesn't know when to like change. Like if you're in a serious situation, it's like still at the happy. Like it doesn't really click in for me. My brain, it does take a little bit more to learn everything, which even Jay was saying, am I a little bit mature? Yes. For my age, I can be a little bit mature, but
He is, yeah.
it's with ADHD, it takes a while for someone to mature longer than.
Which they said the average age is what?
The average age, I heard, they can keep going up until they're age 35. So, but everyone has, I say, Jay, everyone has that little immaturity in them.
Oh,
With
yeah.
me, it's a little bit more because.
Yeah, but you and I are both immature. I mean, we send each other like stupid shit every day.
And we laugh, but we have what we laugh at, and that's why I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, right, hon?
Yeah. Does Joey having ADHD make you feel any different about him? And the answer to that is no. I hear noise upstairs. Joey is who he is, and I always accepted Joey for who he is. Does it get frustrating at some points? Yes. But I'm sure I frustrate him too at some points.
And I can see that. We both frustrate each other.
But I never put it in Joey's face. I never say, "Oh, you're fucking ADHD." I always try to help. I always try to encourage him. And there's certain ways I'm learning how to ask Joey how to do something that he's more responsive of. I can't just say, make a banner for our YouTube. I have to say, okay, I want you to make a banner. Here's the size of it. Here's the colors. But be creative. And once I give him direction, he's better at coming up with something.
I need more direction than this, like, go make this, and like, oh, I need this, and what we do this, and that. But I love Jay, I do. I love you too. I love you, Jay.
I think that was our questions. The last thing I just want to kind of is, I don't know if you just want to say anything to someone who's watching who has ADHD, that if things are okay, and just kind of give them a little advice.
I know some people have it worse than me, and how ADHD is worse, some was good, but
and you're still a great person.
You're a great person. Believe me, there are some people out here walking who have people can have ADHD, OCD, bipolar. You can't tell unless you talk to the person. It doesn't make you any different of a person. Be yourself. Don't let it ruin your life. You're only here once. make the best of it.
Exactly. So I just want to personally say that I am so proud of Joey for actually wanting to do this video. Joey actually came up with this idea, and it's something that I always thought in the back of my head, but I never wanted to push it because he has to be comfortable. And the fact that you are doing this video out on YouTube to our subscribers, and hopefully we're reaching more people, I think is a big step, and I think it's amazing. And like I said, I'm always proud of you.
Thank you, hon. Thank you, hon.
So thank you, as always, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I hope you guys got to know us a little bit better with this video. So on that note, I'm Jay.
I'm Joey,
and together we are Jay and Joey. Thanks for watching.